And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 52 yards. First and goal from the 3. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown, Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. They'll run with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Get ready.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Alert. 6 man.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack, a great stop in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. Here's Sanu on the catch.
Cousins pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Vikings 20, Bears nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Amir Abdullah deep from Minnesota. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over
at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8. Cousins now. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
so we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 27, Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
45. Ran.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Abdullah to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd down and 8.
Check, 59.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
58, right over there. One. Right, 58, right there. Get that quarterback.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Don't get nervous. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off off by Quan Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You know what now? 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on.
They run it again with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
39-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Made at the 3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
I got homies that can sleep with them. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah. Little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Check 31, check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Following the interception, Cousins. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Robert Quinn. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Trubisky lost the football. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Aldrich Rosas set to
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Mohamed Sanu. Incomplete. Rings up.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.